Hey, what is up, Christianology fam? So we have a trans student targets girls and bludgeons a girl with a Stanley Cup. And school did nothing. Let's get straight to it. I'm not gonna waste your time. Hit the sub, like, and comment. Let's get straight to the video.
Wednesday morning, I went to the guidance counselor and told her since I was second on the hit list, knowing that there was something going to happen, because there was a girl she was targeting every day at lunch. And they would go to the counselor and tell them every day that this is going to happen.
Somebody getting sued. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Make sure you get the merch link in the description section. We have all the products.
Shop at this store. What am I even
saying?
saying? I can't
because they
speak.
were sold out. We reestablished some of those products.
Go shop at this store.
What do they call it? So my wife got some aprons and making cooking great again. They would have probably taken the threats more seriously. And they became a volleyball player and just spiking girls to death. And I don't know why in our society we accept things like that. And here's another thing. If this was a regular student that wasn't trans, they would have probably taken the threats more seriously. But because they're so hell-bent on protecting the special people, that they'll overlook a crime, overlook behavior, overlook all kinds of things, and allow people to get hurt in the process because they don't want to offend anybody.
Fucking weirdos, bro.
They don't want to make her feel bad.
This going on Rumble, so I don't care.
And
I
then
can say whatever I want to say.
Somebody getting sued. They finna lose their whole job, and they finna have to pay out millions of dollars. Kids are telling teachers, and you'll see it in this video, this person has a hit list.
Wednesday morning, I went to the guidance counselor and told her since I was second on the hit list, knowing that there was something going to happen, because there was a girl she was targeting every day at lunch. And they would go to the counselor and tell them every day that this is going to happen. And Wednesday, I went with two others, and each of us filled out a whole paper full of what's going to happen and why it's going to happen. And then I went to chorus, and I was told, watch your back. He is going to come for you and this other girl at lunch. And when I was at lunch, I was terrified, and I told Miss Vittori that that was happening, and she said, don't worry about it, it's not going to happen. But, early that morning, I was told I was not going to see Mel for the rest of that
Man,
week.
high school these days is
But
crazy,
I was in lunch,
bro.
And
Like,
all of a sudden, I just hear all this screaming.
You bludgeon a
and
girl with a
everybody
freaking
running,
metal
and I
cup
see Mel
and the school does
running
nothing?
in
That's crazy,
after
man. In high school, bro,
somebody,
like,
and
you
everyone's
do
screaming
you
and
did something
running,
like that, you probably gonna get
the
suspended
girl who got
for like
attacked
a month. For
was,
like a month, bro.
didn't see it because she was faced backwards, and all of a sudden you just hear these terrible, like, loud bangs of the Stanley bouncing off her head, and then you see
You
Mel
might even get
grabbing her
expelled.
hair
You might
and
get
hitting
expelled,
her against the
depending on how
table and just repeatedly hitting
the
her
wound,
with the
the
Stanley.
wound looks.
There was
Whether you
blood
went
going
crazy or not.
everywhere. I was the
If you
table
went
right
crazy
behind.
and you bashed the
This
skull,
person
you
said
probably
she's
get
gonna
expelled.
kill somebody. This
Yeah,
person
let's go
said
to,
they're gonna hurt people.
Alternative school.
The young girl warned the teachers, and the teachers say, "Oh, don't worry, nothing's gonna happen." A couple hours before, she pretty much almost beat this other girl to death. It's really a boy, identifying as a girl, almost beat another girl to
Something
death.
else we don't know.
Beat her with a Stanley Cup.
A metal cup.
You know how crazy that is.
With a freaking metal cup.
And they didn't do nothing to protect these
Isn't that
kids.
attempted murder?
Welcome to lawsuits. Let's play this clip.
Yeah,
this news
sue
clip
the
so we
hell
can
out
get
of this
the full-
school, man.
full story.
They're getting funded by the government. They have unlimited money.
I'm
Sue
Jason
the heck out of
Martinez.
them.
I'm Sheba Russell. Those parents say they are extremely concerned. Kelly, what are you learning today?
Sheba, tonight, Upper Gwynedd Police did allow me to view surveillance video of this alleged attack. They would not allow us to record it or did not provide us with any copies, but it did show the student running up to the victim from behind in a packed cafeteria and striking the victim several times on the head with a large Stanley Cup. It lasted only a few seconds before a security guard and another staff member intervened. The student's head was visibly bleeding. Police say the student will be charged.
And he texted me and just said, "Mom, I'm scared." And I can't even tell you what it's like to get a text message like that when your kid is at school.
Sarah Batory got emotional
crazy.
talking about what should have been
Hello,
an
ma'am.
ordinary Wednesday
Your
at Pembroke
your
Middle
daughter or your
School for her
son got hit in the head with a
seventh-grade
Stanley
son. She
Cup
says she's now questioning
multiple
Middle school
times,
student
and you might have
was
a concussion
violently
now.
attacked. Both students and parents addressing the school board, describing how the incident impacted them, and they wanted to know what's being done to protect students.
Nothing.
I will never forget that.
Nothing being done,
And
boy.
laying in bed last night, I just kept repeating it in my head, and we shouldn't have had to sit there and just
Right.
like, watch that. The fact that the kids had to experience that, see that we are young, we are in middle school, we're not supposed to be seeing these things.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at some of these young kids sharing their stories, and my heart breaks. And I can't
heart
help
better
but
break,
think,
boy.
When my child told me about the situation
They're bashing
yesterday,
their heads in with
in
Stanley
her
Cups.
mind, she was thinking that could
Sanity.
have been me.
I was afraid this kid was going to do something to my child. And I'm awful for saying this. It could have been worse.
Police say a 13-year-old student used a metal
Of course it could have
Stanley
been.
mug
Of course
to
it could have
violently
been
hit a
worse.
12-year-old
Like, come
student in the
on.
head and it happened to-
This was a teenage boy.
See, finally, Daddy said. News ain't gonna say it. Daddy gotta say
It's a
it.
teenage boy,
Why
right?
won't the news say it?
It's a teenage
Why won't the
boy.
news articulate that this is a trans person? Now, let me tell you this: if the person was attacked, they would be in.
They wouldn't say nothing, would they?
Transphobic.
They wouldn't say
They'll
nothing.
be saying all this other stuff.
Nothing.
But when the kid is trans, they try. It's like they want to cover it
He's
up.
tranny.
We don't want to act like this. You know, this person's identity is irrelevant now. But when they want to bludgeon you with it, the identity is
Right.
relevant.
Who beat on a little girl. All right? Call it what it is. I don't care. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Fusco. You're a father. What if that was your daughter? What if that was your daughter?
Right.
And I'm sorry, I didn't want to be here. I'm here because people reach out to me. I'm here because apparently too many people are afraid to just say that. Men and women are different. All right? Whatever you want to do as an adult, God bless you. That's fine. You have that right. But let kids be kids. Let them make that decision later in life when it's appropriate. All right? Men and women are not the same. Our hormones are not the same. Our strength is not the same. Our aggression is not the same. How come none of the articles said that it was a boy attacking a girl? How come half?
So he go on to blow his lid off on him,
Right,
and
as he should.
I agree with him.
Right.
Why the articles
Why is a
don't
boy
say
attacking a girl with a freaking
that a
cup?
boy attacked
a
a
metal
girl?
cup.
I'm telling you, if it was the other way around, the trans person was attacked, they would be to the end of the moon. It would be on TV right now. They'd be talking about this on The View.
CNN.
Crying.
The
Why
View.
does this happen
Right.
in our country? That
Trump,
young people who are
Trump.
trans get
It's
attacked
Trump's
all the
fault,
time.
but he's not
When
the
a trans
president.
person shoot
But
up
it's
a
still
school,
Trump's fault.
which
It's still
happened
his fault.
not too long ago. They
He's
arrested another
demonic.
trans person because they were planning to shoot up a school. They had it. They wanted to mimic the other trans person. Then you got a trans person beating the brakes off of a little girl. That's why the beating was so bad, because it was a boy really beating up a girl.
Yeah. Sad.
And people, they don't care. Women, let me tell you this, and then I'm gonna get off this video.
Y'all
The
gotta
people
do
on the
something about
left,
this.
they hate you.
They hate
have
you.
no respect for you.
They have no respect for you.
They
at
don't
all.
have no respect for women.
They have no respect for women because you think about it, they allow a man to attack a woman who they know a man is always going to be 2 times stronger than a woman. But the left, they don't care. They don't care that you're being attacked. They don't care that you could get killed. You could have brain damage. Your opportunities are getting taken away. Your sponsorships, especially if you're an athlete, is getting taken away. Right, the eyes that your sport is getting taken away, because now everybody's like, well, why am I even watching that? Because it's still a man competing with girls. What the heck? I already know the outcome. The guy is always gonna win. So why would I come and tune into that? Y'all just losing money. Y'all losing money. Y'all losing your identity because y'all women are being too soft, being too emotional. Stop being emotional. A gay man or a trans man is not your son. You don't need to love the person like it's your son that you have to, okay, I have to have some compassion because it's my son. My son turned gay. My son turned trans. Cool. Now I have to no, I can't just back away from my son because that's my blood. That's my blood. It came out from me. But if it's another person, you shouldn't have the same compassion as someone that's your son or your daughter. In my opinion, as a collective, why are you guys allowing men to compete with y'all? If you already know the outcome, you guys are never going to win. No matter how many hormones the man takes, you guys will never win because it's always going to be a man. God created a man before a woman, okay? God created a man before a woman. So a woman is always going to be less than, is always going to be weaker. Not less than like it's nothing, but I'm talking about in the hierarchy. A woman is always going to be below a man. Always. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Like second place will never be first place. Because first place is always at the highest part of the totem pole.
They want men to replace you because that's exactly what they're doing in sports. If a man decides to play sport, he'll dominate you and break your records. All of the history of women in women's sports is eliminated when a man comes into the sport and break all of y'all records, and they don't care to change it. Joe Biden with the thing with the women, the Title IX or whatever that is. I mean, they want men to be able to go in women's spaces and pull a ding-a-ling out in the locker room and show your daughter off while they take a shower.
Disgusting, man.
You know how silly that is, but they don't care about
sick.
you.
That's sick, man.
They don't really care about you. If they did, they'd be telling you a different story. They'll be protecting young women. Look, when you're grown, you can do whatever you want to do.
Why?
If you're in a public area, you can do whatever you want to do. But you at a school with young children, they should not be exposed to male genitalia because some kid is confused. They don't care about y'all. Abortions. They want y'all to have abortions on demand because they want you to kill your offspring. They don't want you to. They don't.
Especially black people don't want y'all to kill your kids. They don't want you to have kids.
Where do you see the abortion clinics at?
They hate you guys.
Inner cities, black neighborhoods, poor neighborhoods.
Poor.
Why? Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, that's what she made Planned Parenthood for. She made it to eliminate the undesirables. Black folks. She was a racist. She was a eugenicist. She believed all the poor people should get rid of their kids so they don't reproduce. That's why they have it available, and they sell it to you as women's health care. No, it's eliminating the next generation of good people that could come through your line. All the black people in the country. Yeah, you're 13% of the population. In 20 years, you're going to be 5% of the population. Because the illegals that come over here, they having 5 and 6 kids.
20 kids.
You aborting your kids and celebrating it as health care. All of the black successful people that could have came from you are now dead because you wanted to have a hot girl summer. Or you believe the hype and murdered your children. The next big
thing is, if you're gonna have a hot girl summer, at least be ready for a kid. You know that a kid might be the outcome of your hot girl summer, especially if you're not using protection, right? If you're not using protection, it's probably 100% you're gonna get pregnant. Especially if it's women have like their thing, they have that math, they could tell like when they could get pregnant. And so I'm like, how are you guys getting pregnant if you already know when you're supposed to get pregnant? So you're deliberately going out there to get pregnant. I guess, okay, because they said that when the pregnancy hormone is gonna make you horny. So like, I guess they know they could get pregnant, but they're still horny. So like, I'm just gonna risk it because I'm horny right now. So, you know.
Ben Carson, the next George Washington Carver, the next Booker T. Washington, the next you can go down the list.
I guess,
Paul Lawrence Dunbar,
a Christian,
Langston Hughes. I don't really like W.B. Du Bois, but W.B. Du Bois. You want to keep going? Martin Luther King.
But
I mean, we can go for a whole
Christian Michael Jordan.
You know, I think Muhammad Ali was very important in the movement.
Even
Jim Brown was very important in the movement. I mean, I can go down a list, brother. Madam C.J. Walker, the next great black influencer that changed the world, could have been born, but y'all killed him. And they encourage you to kill him because they don't need y'all to be born. Y'all know, dude. See you on the next one. I'm out.
Hey, that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you hit the sub and like and comment. Share this video if you want to. See you on the next one. Peace.